Alright guys, I'm excited to bring to you the small F450, if you will. This is a modified version of the DJI flamewheel F450. It is actually 360 millimeters from motor shaft to motor shaft, 360. The DJI Phantom is 350 millimeters, so it's actually even 10 millimeters smaller. So this is roughly the almost exact same size as a Phantom, except for the advantages here. You have the 4S battery capability with the all the same great features and capabilities of the F450. Just a little bit smaller in the Phantom size category. That way you can have the agility and the speed, so you can even do some sport flying with it with the 4S battery. That also will increase your flight times dramatically, as well as allow you to carry a camera gimbal. If we put extensions on the legs there, or even our in-house manufactured retracts landing gear, you can actually add a gimbal to this, as well as your GoPro. I include a little carbon fiber mounting plate for your GoPro. That way you could use that on there for when you're flying. Sky 9-channel radio system here, and I include these standard with most of my packages because it's a highly capable radio with good range. You're looking at about 2,500 plus feet with just the stock antenna there, and that's pretty good. So like I say, and it could be more than that. People have said that they've got over a mile with this transmitter. I know I personally have got over 3/4 of a mile with this transmitter, so it does a great job. And then, like I said, there's lots of features on here. We've got a 3-position switch right up here, which I programmed the flight mode to. So the top one here is GPS mode for the quad, and then the middle position is attitude, and then the bottom position is manual mode, and I have that all set up right there. So when you receive your package, that's how your transmitter is going to be set up. And of course, I color code these usually for customers. That way, with a little heat shrink wrap, that way you know which switch does what while you're at it. And then for the failsafe, this one right here. Flicking that forward will put you into a failsafe return to home mode, regardless of which flight mode you're in. So GPS, attitude, or manual, it doesn't matter. When you flick this switch right back here, the quad will return to home, land where it took off, and stop the motor. Now this right here that I have here, this is a 2200 milliamp 3S battery that I have sitting on here now just for pictures, but I also have a 3300 milliamp 4S battery. As you can see, it's quite a bit bigger, but it'll fit on there just fine, and of course this quad will easily carry it. With a 3300 milliamp battery like this one here, being a 4S, you're going to see close to 15 minutes of flight time. With the 2200 milliamp 4S battery, this is a 3S, but I'm talking about the 4S, you'll get about 10 to 12 minutes of flight time. And with this 3S 2200 milliamp battery on there, you'll get between 7 and 9 minutes of flight time, depending on your flying style and how you fly. It can be longer than that if you use GPS mode and you're real conservative. The other thing is that each one of these motors here produce over 800 grams of thrust each. And this little guy right here only weighs, with the battery, with this particular battery on here, 2.3 pounds. So not bad when you're trying to keep it in the 2-to-1 thrust to weight ratio. So excellent stats on there, and I can't wait to show you guys how this flies, and we'll take it on out and give it a test flight for you. This first battery test, we're going to be using the 2200 milliamp 3S battery. Now it is kind of windy out here today, so we're going to do the best we can against the wind. I'd say it's about a 10-mile-an-hour wind. The second battery that we're going to test is a 4S 3300 milliamp battery, and as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger, but shouldn't be any problem for this little guy. So awesome. We're going to go ahead and plug it in and see what we got. Transmitter first. The position for the switch is default in GPS mode. And we'll go ahead and plug in the quad. Okay. Got the green flashing light, then it's going to flash red,
and then as it finds more satellites, it'll blink red less, and then hopefully pretty soon just green. Alright, got just the green blink there. 2200 milliamp 3S. There we go. Alright. She's holding against the wind pretty good. You can see it's a 3S. She's holding still pretty well. Okay. Fly it out here a little bit. That's great. Excellent. Pretty stable. This is GPS mode. Let's see her catch her lock. Nice. Alright, like I say, it's a little windy. You can hear that wind. Bring it down here a little. Alright. She's got plenty of power for a 3S. Let's see, we'll give it some juice. Alright. Like I say, that's GPS mode. We'll see about attitude mode. Woo! Alright. I'm going to set it down here. Set it right over here. Let me turn the gains up just a little bit here. That's pretty good. We're going to set it down. Alright. Cool. We'll switch that out for a 4S battery here and we'll see what the difference is. Alright, we've got the 4S battery installed here, and we're going to go ahead and give it a quick test. Let's get our green light. It's already got the GPS because we were just flying it a second ago. Alright, battery's nice and secure, it's not going anywhere. Okay, let's see what we got here. I left the gains about the same here. Alright, there it is, GPS mode. This is a 4S. Much more aggressive, even with the wind. But then again, it's a little heavier, locks in really well. A lot more power. Now this would be for you're going to take a longer flight with the GoPro, and you know you need 12-13 minutes of flight. You need some power, and you need some get up and go, but you know, like I say, sustained flight time mostly, and the ability to carry heavier payload is really nice. You can see even against this wind you can hear it, or seeing the trees in the background, or even that American flag in the background. It's kind of a... And then again, the climb power, see it's got a lot more of that. We'll go and bring it down here. So like I say, this is a 360 millimeter frame. black edition. And you can put extended landing gear on there. We have retractable landing gear that we also offer. Can be put on there if you're wanting to carry that gimbal. Or otherwise, I just mount the carbon fiber plate right there in the front that I described earlier for your GoPro. This size really is nice to have FPV equipment mounted on it. You know, or like I say, your GoPro to get some awesome footage. Give you a really nice FPV experience, you know, really nice FPV experience. And like I say, this is about the size of the Phantom, but of course the Phantom is a 3S vehicle. This is being a 3S or 4S, preferably 4S. That's how I prefer to fly. Alright, we're going to take it in for landing here. Alright, we'll go right there with it. Like a glove. Alright, like I say, it's really stable. It can carry everything that an F450 can, but this gives you more agility in the air, a little bit longer flight time, and like I say, you can use 9-inch blades on there as well. And then of course, if you extend the landing gear, you can put, like I say, you can put more stuff mounted on the bottom there as well. So I include the carbon fiber plate right there in the front, and that way you can mount your GoPro on there, or FPV equipment if you got a Fat Shark pan tilt camera there with your head tracking and your goggles, and you really want to be in the cockpit. And like I say, that's the DJI NASA light system with the FlySky FSTH 9X transmitter, 9-channel transmitter. And that's been the flight test of a 3-cell lipo and a 4-cell lipo. Visit us on the xquad.com for more information on this flying machine as well as other ones that we offer. And thanks for watching, folks.